I saw you once, Maddie Schwartz. Before any of this began, I saw you. Alive. I was Cleo Johnson. But in my death, I became the lady in the lake.
Hi, Alma. My name is Noir from Cocaleca.net. How are you?
Hey, nice to meet you, man. Where are you at right now?
I live in Miami, but I'm
Miami,
Dominican.
okay, cool.
I'm Dominican. So I'm a huge fan of your work.
Thank you.
And I'm a huge fan because you have such unique vision of whatever you tell in the story. I saw Jelly Wolf and Honey Boy. It just blew
Oh, wow.
Yes. Honey Boy blew my mind because of the dialogues and this combination of things that I see in this show. And I wonder if while you reading the script, you are creating how it's gonna look in your mind, because I'm very curious about your creative process.
You know, I think it varies. There's things in this show. We have a show here that is both a murder mystery with a lot of twists and turns that pulls you in and makes you always second guess what you're seeing, and hopefully, you know, surprise you with your perception. So you have that going, and then you have a lot of character driven work that has to do with you know, our incredible actors just really showing up and giving everything they can to birth characters and make them authentic and make them feel alive. And then you have stuff that is you know, exploring the world of dreams and imagination and people living in a time where they literally gambled on their dreams. They had dream books in their houses, and that was their way of making money, was to gamble money on their dreams. I mean, that blew me away as somebody that loves visuals and loves exploring the, you know, the unconscious. So all of those things took different kind of ways of process. Some of this stuff you lead with the visuals and the visual just comes to you and feels right. And some of this stuff is, you know, you have to lead with really the character and the heart of the character, and to make sure you're grounded in history and you know, or in the personal experience of history more than even history itself, like the prism of the character on the time.
What you looking at, officer? Shouldn't you be out looking for that white girl gone missing? But they come up in here beating on brothers.
Man, shit starts in an hour. I'm gonna be the one that finds her. She gonna have to stay missing till 10. Ain't that right, Reggie?
One of my favorite movies is Sunset Boulevard, and you use this, I don't know, it's like a tool of the noir, on the noir film.
Yeah.
Of that character. It's telling the story.
Yeah.
And I mean, I assume you watched this movie.
Oh, I love that movie. It's one of my favorite films too.
And how was creating this narrative? Because it's led by Moses' character and I know Natalie Portman, but Moses to me is really important and the time.
Yeah. Moses is driving this show in many ways unknowingly to people until they catch up with it, right? So yeah, I think, you know, I think noir and some of the films you mentioned is a genre I love, and I think that it's usually actually driven by a male character, and the femme fatale is kind of like a dangerous woman who can really screw you up and fuck you up if you don't pay attention. So making a noir sort of, you know, thriller, but then having two women in it, that instead of just being like a femme fatale device, you're actually kind of diving in with them down a rabbit hole of twists and turns, is something that felt really, you know, fun to kind of make, and using a lot of the devices of noir and some of the language, but you know, being free to do whatever you want with it.
I agree. I was a fan of yours, but now I'm a bigger fan.
Oh, thank you, man.
Thank you so much for your time.
And I love talking to you. Hopefully we get to talk a little longer next time.
I hope we will.
How did you know?
Know what?
where to find her. My wife is a lot of things. There's one thing that she's not. That's foolish.
Dreams push you down till you drown.
To dream the impossible dream. To bear
You wanted to tell everyone's story,
with unbearable sorrow.
but your own.
Every time someone turns up dead in that lake, it does seem to lead to you.